I bring una greetings from the Inspector General of Police, and all the support and in entire executive management board. Also, I go and bring una a special greeting from the Director of Training, where really the ones for also the part of this team, but as now all know, now a strategic player. AIGs they get a lot for you. Me na DSP Alpha Kamara, currently the head of training, Salon Police. This morning, I there for talk to now on few things. One, we're not going back on any discussion now, whether not on training, whether not on just public lecture or anything, without mentioning the transition process. All of you that know, you are currently transitioning from waiting a force to a service. In this process, 2022, the current IG, where Mr. William Bayasem, thought I could say, owing to the challenges they will face as a force, and the fact say we sister forces na other African countries, some neighboring countries, as in Ghana, long before done the practice service instead of force, right? Probably the fact say we change and transition to a service will certainly improve on the services the more they render. This no means say we not be done they do well. When I get better they say. It no means say we be done they do badly. But just that in any given opportunity, if they ask me now, Alpha, who do you go and become? I know they call DSP day. I will call the next year, not so. Whilst you, if they ask you, you go call certain corporal. The corporal will call sergeant. The sergeant will call inspector. So on and so forth. No matter how powerful you be, you want to grow. So, IG feel say, they don't reach a point where also we can grow past this. Why we begin to discuss with partners. Say, there is a need for us to transition from force to the service. And we get key player where they support the Salon Police in this adventure. When are you and the transition from a force to service, they border on key things. I would want to comment on three core. One, Nafole, we work hard to meet best international standards. Any side where we go, in with peacekeeping operations, in the news, at conferences held internationally, all around the world, stakeholders, abroad and local, they request say police forces should always maintain professionalism. Not so. So we should meet to that particular standard. We for improve and we maintain professionalism. So one core driver for the transition now the fact say we should meet international standards. When I get that one, another drive that is influencing the transition from a force to a service and professional development. Professional development is deliberate. All of us, are you aware that all of us are professionals? Yes, we are professionals. Because we are different from an ordinary civilian. When you want to become a police officer, they don't just go taking a seat. They can't give you uniform. They ever done possible. We all know go through training. We all know apply. all go through training, we pass out. You want to go OSC, you go for una armed training, una complete, and then you are charged with specific responsibilities. What have these responsibilities been? Enforcing the law. Not so. So it means because we have gone through that process, we have been recruited, we have been trained, and then we are charged with responsibilities. That makes us professional. We know that one day. So if we just don't become police officers, we don't go through that with normal training, and then we just sit down like that. When I say by any means we go improve on the service, the answer is no. We should always improve on our capacity. We should always yearn to go to heights. We should always open doors that will tolerate, innovative programs. So why we need to develop professionally. Now also another reason we drive the change or the transition from force to service. We get one other key one that is also driving us, and all of you, I want to believe, you would have known this, except you make ashamed, say no, me I'm not serving. But all of you, because there will not be a time the IGP would be invited for a discussion that you're not going to mention that thing. The head of a director, situation not going to happen, they will call and they say, I can't talk on OSC, we're not going to mention that thing. Una commander na no time no go they go invite us, say go talk to the community. We're not going to mention that thing. There is also this thing that is also key that is driving this process. And what is that thing? Who that go suggest? Who that go and suggest? From this side, apart from meeting best international practices or standards, apart from professional service development, like professional development, what's again at the other thing where they drive the transition from force to service? What is it? Law suggest, law think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mama. Yes.
Engagement.
Very good. Low clap for him. All of us, I want to see all of you clapping for her. I know they see that clap. Community engagement, community policing, that is commonly called local needs policing. You cannot succeed as a police force without giving local needs policing priority, without incorporating approaches that will see the communities you serve as a priority. You will fail. So we forgive that one day a priority. Now, where we should give this a priority, there are key principles that I am sharing with you this morning. One, of trust. Building the trust between the police and the public. Have you ever attended a program, or have you ever been in the midst of others, not purely and 100% police officers? I'm talking of a situation where now you know one of the police, but all others do either other people. And then you hear someone telling you, me I'm not like you. Have you been in that situation?
Yes.
When you are in that situation, do you feel good? Do you feel happy?
No, sir.
Sometimes in there, you begin even going to school, don't hear it and they cry down the police. With that child feel happy? No. So having that in mind, it then becomes a priority, it then becomes incumbent. That must on all of us to ensure that we build this trust. Not do them only for yourself, do them for your wife, do them for your man, do them for your pikin, do them for your mama, do them for your papa, where they go there and be proud that it gets relative when a police officer. Do them for the states, do them for IG, do them for the vulnerable people who need our service. Do them for the victims and where one kind of police, they think say if a kind of police me issue, they're not going to treat them seriously. Build that trust. Now only when that person gets trust, that person they get confidence in the things they do. And only that would influence someone to be very open and transparent with the police. Otherwise, we severe the relationship between us and the people we serve. And where we severe that relationship, they know they can't win when they get problems. And it not gonna give me good name. Rather, it they give me waiting bad name. It go say we know the work. In the end, who takes the responsibility? Now IG. IG go want let person present them as if you know the work. What did they do? They left you like you go. When we joined police, I have been in the force for 15 years now. So, me step longer experience. Are we together? Then say, commander no go hold sheep or goats. Don't let pets cap the kaita. Not so. What he go do? He say they give the goat, no matter how expensive that goat is, for let the leopards. So it means if the IGP, who is our executive head, where now we force him, and then he is about to be blamed for your inactions or for your failure, you think it will continue for maintaining you at the job? It will continue in the police. So we should improve on the trust. Are you getting what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Trust is one. And what is our responsibility? We should ensure we embark on those things that will build on the trust the public has on us. Second, legitimacy. Legitimacy does not mean the Sierra Leone police is not a legitimate entity. We are legitimate. On another one there, because we are established by an act of parliament, 1964, not so. So as a result, we get guidelines. We have laws that actually guide our operations. So you cannot say, police not legitimate. But how would we ensure we improve on this legitimacy? How would we ensure that we build on this legitimacy? Is by also making our actions legitimate. Una know waiting a legitimacy? Yes, sir. Yes.
When you are doing something in accordance with the law.
Very good. Una area, when you are doing something that is in accordance with the law, meaning it's legit, it's legal. You're not afraid for tell anybody. You're not afraid let person video you even whilst you are doing that thing, because you know you are just doing what you are expected to do. But if you are doing something that is not legit, will you be happy somebody captures you in a video? You won't. Now that makes some policemen when see in a do something, they go for one video, they go hold the phone. You are a public servant, and in most of the areas where you work, these places are public spaces. Like they constitute the public space. So it means you know for afraid if somebody they watch. In fact, it will make me grow. So I will stop that person on video because these actions are legit. Now so we continue for sensitize women and women that they should be professional. Next is collaboration. Work in partnership with the community to address problems. Do you collaborate with stakeholders around Jewel? And when I mean collaboration, I don't mean you just concentrate to LPPB members. Some of us, we misunderstand the aspect of say collaboration. I collaborate because I get an active and standing LPPB. That is not just what it means. It means you include all the one away the part of the LPPB. But also you include other influential people. We have influential stakeholders in society, not so. Some not go even they work for government. Some are private businessmen, but you get influence. Some are youth, you don't get nothing, but you get influence. Some are women, but not cheerleading. Should you not involve them? You should involve them in your operations. If we say we always there as well, we're not going to spoil a situation where they go call and now. But you get LPP members, but you get community volunteers. If they can, they help the police. So will there be a shortage of personnel? No, you always get the ready-made manpower for attack issues. Resources, if 4 or 5 people they don't go to other operational functions, And then one just don't then make a distress call for going to another side. One among them stakeholders today will provide them. Say, una can use me on una go. You do that whilst you collaborate. Why? Because resources will always not be enough. Una know that one day? Resources will always not be enough. Even in the most developed world, we get challenges with resources. If I be the most richest of us today, the number one aim for demo money, we all want to be IG. I be IG today. The next one, I will say, if I come on, I go, let them give me ministerial position. Not to say, life not the end. You become the president today. Where you don't, you will also want to get appointment. So this is one thing about life. So let's stop the idea of always complaining. You go identify the challenge, but not put up as a defense. What's in a solution for get that job? So collaborate with people. Next is responsiveness. How do we respond to calls? How do we respond to situations? How do we respond to emergencies? Do we do that swiftly? Do we do that as fast as possible? Are our responses effective and efficient? Where you go, you really address the problem. Not of what you go they go say, oh, it's here, don't come. They do not do nothing. Or you go the time where the thief man they left. Or you go the time where the rioters, they don't destroy houses, they don't kill. That is not the time. It should be done in time. Not to say, how will they give feedback to people? You go, for instance, there was a mistake by one armed person. They do something where they not forgive. Do you candidly tell the public why, how it happened, and how you get to address that situation? Because there would always be mistakes. Let me tell you, we could be professional, we could be experts, but even the most decent of experts will make mistakes. It's about taking accountability of your actions, not play the role. We get caught. When I teach, connive with man, take one in behalf. Will you be doing the right thing? Is that the collaboration we are talking about? Is that the swift response? You there, just as they call, they say if they go up and away, the team don't left for what you do. You go in a corner, you call, rather than come. You do those things, you don't stay longer. Whatever profits you get, you then listen, you need better, you know the better you do. And you left the job disgraceful. Every policeman is a statesman. Do you know that? And you they get pride in becoming professional, but you they get disgrace in becoming unprofessional. And you know they stay longer than the job. Equity. I have talked about trust, legitimacy, procedural justice, collaboration, responsiveness. We they end the sixth principle when they talk about equity. When we say equity, what comes to mind? When we talk about equity, we say it's enough afraid. Talk about fairness. What about fairness? When we say equity, what comes to mind? Fairness. Treat everybody equal. Treat everybody the same. Ask yourself that have I ever asked someone to do me a favor and then that person treats me with respect? Yes. Have you ever, and they ask me this question, you ever want something, you go and then treat it like it's not important? You don't ever face that situation? And the way how you feel bad, now so the one that also they treat bad, they feel bad. And interestingly, some of them should they go be some of them people they go be kid. Some of them people they go be man. Some of them people they go be woman. Some of them go be person where just no say they get police and the way how that person they behave now. So every other police they behave. And that person faces an embarrassing situation. And they call you, hey bro. Not be no saying that so policeman. And let me tell you, they say now just one spoiled or damaged fish, they spoil all other fish in a basket. So our responsibility as commanders, sir, now we fish out the people there. If you don't comply with the rules, if you don't follow what we all want to follow, you don't accept IG in orders, you're not fit for them at the job. There are plenty of people who want to be policemen today, not to show. So then people are where you talk small. Investigator, 1 10 they wanna, 2 10 they wanna, 3rd time no one. let go. Because now influence dey influence others. In fact, others wey don't see, they don't go scot free. Then they begin to make reference now. Now so that one they be do, they not do nothing. So we say like it become a pattern.